In the quiet moments when the weight of sorrow seems insurmountable, there is a presence that reaches into the deepest corners of your heart, offering comfort and strength beyond human understanding. The path out of despair is not paved solely with self-reliance, but is illuminated by a divine light that promises renewal, hope, and healing. The Holy Spirit is that radiant force, a gentle yet powerful guide that walks with you even through the darkest valleys. Every day, countless souls awaken to a reality where the burden of depression feels like an unyielding chain, binding them to a cycle of sorrow and isolation. Yet, within each of these souls lies an intrinsic capacity for transformation, a spark of divine potential that, when nurtured by faith, can grow into a blazing fire of joy and purpose. The transformative journey is not about erasing the pain, but about reinterpreting it as a chapter in your life story that leads to redemption and strength. The Holy Spirit enters into that narrative, infusing every moment with grace and the promise of a new beginning. The struggle with depression often manifests as a relentless internal battle. It infiltrates every thought, convincing you that your pain defines you and that hope is but a distant dream. In these moments, the Holy Spirit comes as a quiet reassurance, reminding you that you are not condemned to live under the shadow of despair. The Spirit speaks to your inner self with tender words of comfort and courage, echoing the promise that you are deeply loved and that your life is imbued with immeasurable worth. This presence is not an abstract idea. It is a living companion who gently lifts the heaviness from your shoulders, inviting you to rediscover the beauty and potential that reside within you. When despair threatens to overwhelm you, pause and listen to the quiet whisper of faith that arises from within. It is the voice of the Holy Spirit, urging you to step beyond the limitations imposed by your pain and to embrace the possibility of transformation. With each gentle reminder, your heart is filled with a renewed understanding that the struggles of today are but stepping stones toward a brighter tomorrow. The Scriptures remind us that, even in our lowest moments, there is divine support available. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18. This is not merely a comforting verse. It is a declaration of the steadfast presence that guides you through every trial. In the midst of your most challenging hours, consider the possibility that the very forces that once seemed to shatter your resolve can be harnessed to rebuild your inner strength. The Holy Spirit offers a new lens through which to view your experiences, a perspective that transforms your trials into testimonies of resilience and grace. Every hardship is met with an unwavering promise of renewal. Each moment of weakness becomes an opportunity for divine strength to shine through. The Spirit's transformative power is evident in the lives of those who have dared to trust in its guidance, rising above the despair to embrace a future filled with hope and promise. Imagine, for a moment, the soothing balm of divine love washing over you, replacing the bitter sting of loneliness with the gentle warmth of compassion. This love is not fleeting. It is a constant presence that nourishes your soul, revitalizing your spirit and renewing your hope. The Holy Spirit does not merely alleviate the symptoms of depression. It penetrates the very core of your being, addressing the wounds that lie beneath the surface. This healing process is both profound and personal, a sacred journey that transforms each tear shed into a stepping stone towards spiritual renewal. In this sacred space of healing, the burdens of the past lose their grip, making way for a future where joy and purpose are restored. The path is illuminated by the promise that no matter how deep the darkness, the light of divine truth is ever present. The Holy Spirit inspires you to rise above the circumstances that once defined your existence, inviting you to embrace a life marked by the enduring power of love, hope, and faith. It is a call to reclaim the narrative of your life, to see beyond the temporary pain, and to step into a reality where every moment is imbued with meaning and grace. Your journey is uniquely yours, yet it is intertwined with a greater divine plan, a plan that assures you of unwavering support and eternal companionship. In the presence of the Holy Spirit, every breath you take is a testament to the power of redemption, and every heartbeat echoes the promise that you are never alone. Let this truth settle deeply within you. You are cherished, you are resilient, and you are destined for a life of abundance and joy. Take a moment now to reflect on the comforting assurance that no matter how fierce the storm, the Holy Spirit is there, steadfast and unwavering, guiding you toward a horizon filled with hope. This is the beginning of a transformative journey where your pain is acknowledged, your struggles are met with compassion, and your future is brightened by the promise of divine love. The journey toward reclaiming your inner light continues as you begin to explore the transformative power that resides within you. In the space that follows, the Holy Spirit reveals more of its presence, gently guiding you to deeper understanding and inner resilience. When the heaviness of yesterday lingers like a stubborn mist, the Spirit brings clarity, helping you see that every tear, every moment of despair, is not a mark of weakness, but a testament to the strength that you are building. This strength is not measured by the absence of pain, but by the courage to face each day with the promise that healing is not only possible, but inevitable. In this quiet unfolding, you may begin to sense a stirring in your heart, a gentle call that invites you to trust more deeply in the divine plan. Each moment of vulnerability becomes a doorway to a higher truth, a truth that tells you, you are not defined by your struggles, but by the boundless love that enfolds you. The Spirit speaks in subtle ways, a soft whisper in your mind, an unexpected comfort in times of solitude, reminding you that you are cherished beyond measure. There is an energy within you, a spark of divine grace that is yearning to ignite a fire of hope and transformation. It is this energy that the Holy Spirit nurtures, guiding you to look within and rediscover the resilient beauty of your soul. You begin to notice that the challenges you face are not insurmountable obstacles, but stepping stones toward a life of deeper purpose and joy. With every trial comes a lesson, a moment to learn, to grow, and to embrace the wisdom that only adversity can offer. In the midst of struggle, the Holy Spirit stands as a constant reminder that you are never truly alone. Its presence is like a beacon, leading you gently away from the darkness, towards a future where each new day holds the promise of renewal. As the light of understanding deepens, you may feel a stirring to engage more fully with your community. Imagine the power of sharing a word of faith, a simple, heartfelt declaration that resonates with the hope within you. If you are moved by this message, I invite you to share your own word of faith in the comments below. Let it be a beacon for others who are on their own journey toward healing. In doing so, you become part of a larger tapestry of souls, united by the belief that the power of the Holy Spirit can transform lives. Your shared word of faith is not just an affirmation. It is a powerful ripple of hope that can inspire countless others to embrace their own inner strength. Deep within, there is a quiet revolution taking place, a transformation that begins with the recognition that every moment of pain is also an opportunity for rebirth. The Spirit teaches you that the darkness of depression is temporary, and that behind every storm lies the promise of a serene dawn. It encourages you to hold fast to the truth that the challenges you face are but a fleeting part of your greater story. The promise of a new beginning is woven into the very fabric of your existence, a promise that the Holy Spirit continually renews, day after day, moment by moment. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is a movement toward liberation. The journey may be long, and at times the path seems uncharted and overwhelming, yet the assurance of divine guidance is unwavering. The The Holy Spirit infuses each moment with purpose, urging you to rise above the despair and step into the light of new possibilities. It is a gentle yet persistent call to let go of the burdens that have held you captive, and to embrace the truth that you are meant for a life of joy, peace, and fulfillment. In this transformative process, the boundaries between despair and hope blur, revealing that every tear has its place in the mosaic of your life. The pain of depression is acknowledged, not with judgment, but with compassionate understanding, as the Holy Spirit offers healing and redemption. Each heartbeat echoes the divine reminder that you are a beloved child of God, destined for a future that shines with promise. The journey unfolds slowly, sometimes imperceptibly, but with each passing moment, the weight of sorrow is gradually replaced by a deep and abiding sense of hope. The Spirit's guidance is like a gentle current that carries you forward, even when the waters seem turbulent. It invites you to surrender your burdens, to release the tight grip of anxiety and self-doubt, and to step into a space where divine love transforms every wound into a mark of beauty. In these moments of surrender, you find a strength that transcends human understanding, a strength that whispers, "You are enough, you are cherished, and you are never alone." Let your heart resonate with this truth. The Holy Spirit is always near, a constant source of inspiration and renewal. Embrace this moment of clarity and allow the Spirit to guide you further along the path of healing. If this message touches your soul, please share your word of faith in the comments below. A simple declaration that affirms your trust in divine love and the promise of transformation. Your faith is a light that can ignite hope in others, creating a community united in the journey toward recovery. In the warm embrace of this divine guidance, every shadow of doubt is met with the luminous truth of God's unwavering love. Every moment of despair is countered by the promise of a new dawn. With the Holy Spirit as your guide, you are empowered to transform your pain into a powerful testament of resilience, a living testimony to the miraculous power of faith. The journey continues, unfolding with each breath as you step forward with courage, hope, and an unyielding trust in the divine plan that awaits you. The journey into the depths of healing and renewal unfolds as the gentle power of the Holy Spirit begins to reshape every hidden corner of your heart. In the midst of the storm, where doubts and fears once reigned, there is now an emerging light that steadily grows, illuminating the path ahead. The earlier moments of despair, which once seemed to close in like a dark curtain, are now giving way to a burgeoning hope, a hope that is not fragile but deeply rooted in the promise of divine intervention. Each breath you take is a quiet affirmation that even the deepest wounds can be mended by the tender touch of a loving Spirit. As you venture further, you start to notice subtle transformations within yourself. The heaviness that once anchored your soul begins to lift, replaced by a sense of inner peace that grows stronger with each passing moment. In the stillness of your heart, there is an awakening, a realization that you are being gently guided towards a place where pain and sorrow no longer dictate the terms of your existence. This transformation is not instantaneous. It is a gradual, powerful metamorphosis that unfolds as you open yourself to the healing presence of the Holy Spirit. The process is as natural as the sunrise, bringing with it the assurance that no darkness can outlast the coming dawn. In the quiet moments of reflection, you come to understand that every tear you have shed, every silent cry in the dead of night, has not been in vain. Each of these moments is woven into the fabric of your story, a testament to the resilience that lies within you. The Holy Spirit, ever-present and all-encompassing, sees the beauty in your struggle and offers solace that transcends the limits of human understanding. It is as if a gentle hand reaches out in the darkness, reminding you that you are cherished and that every hardship carries with it the seed of new life. With every step forward, you begin to reclaim your narrative, rewriting the script of your life with the ink of faith and perseverance. The chains of depression that once bound you start to break, not through force, but by the subtle, relentless work of grace that transforms your innermost being. The journey is one of rediscovery, a rediscovery of the divine strength that has always been a part of you, waiting patiently to be acknowledged and embraced. In this sacred process, the old narratives of defeat are replaced by a new story of redemption and renewal. The interplay between your struggles and the soothing balm of divine love creates a harmonious balance that gradually shifts the focus from pain to promise. There is a rhythm to this transformation, a natural cadence that reminds you that healing is not a linear process, but a beautiful tapestry of progress and setbacks, of moments when the light seems to flicker and then burn brighter than before. Each of these moments contributes to the richness of your journey, teaching you to appreciate both the trials and the triumphs that define your path. Within this evolving landscape of healing, you discover that the Holy Spirit works not only in the grand gestures of transformation, but also in the smallest, almost imperceptible changes. It is in the quiet smile that emerges on a difficult day, in the unexpected burst of laughter that cuts through the gloom, and in the peaceful pauses between anxious thoughts. These are the moments when the divine presence becomes unmistakably real, a whisper of grace that affirms you are never alone, no matter how isolated you may feel. The light of the Holy Spirit gently dispels the shadows, replacing them with a warmth that nurtures your soul and invites you to embrace the fullness of life. As the journey continues, there comes a time when you recognize that your transformation is not solely an individual experience, but a ripple effect that touches those around you. The strength you gain and the hope you cultivate become a beacon for others who are still caught in the depths of despair. Your renewed spirit carries with it the power to inspire, to uplift, and to ignite the same spark of transformation in others. In this way, the healing of your own heart becomes a testament to the inexhaustible power of the Holy Spirit, a power that reaches out to heal, restore, and renew every soul it touches. The narrative of your life, once marred by the shadows of depression, now begins to reflect a vivid portrait of resilience and grace. Every moment of hardship has been tempered by the promise of a new beginning, each trial met with the assurance that you are held in an eternal embrace of love. The Holy Spirit, like a steadfast companion, continues to guide you through the peaks and valleys of this remarkable journey, ensuring that every step you take is imbued with purpose and promise. In the unfolding of this divine orchestration, you are invited to witness the beauty of transformation firsthand. The path may be long and sometimes arduous, yet it is always illuminated by the unwavering light of the Holy Spirit. This light is a constant reminder that you are a beloved child of God, destined for a life that transcends the limitations of your past and blossoms into a future rich with hope and fulfillment. It is a journey marked by moments of quiet strength, unexpected joy, and a profound sense of peace that gradually redefines your very essence. Now, as you continue along this path of healing, allow yourself to be fully present in the transformative process. Every step you take is a divine orchestration of grace, a harmonious blend of perseverance and faith that propels you toward a destiny filled with light and promise. The dark chapters of your past no longer have the final say. Instead, they serve as the fertile soil from which your renewed spirit grows. In this sacred journey, the Holy Spirit is both the guiding force and the comforting presence that assures you, beyond any doubt, that the power to rise above depression is not only possible, it is already within you. The radiant journey unfolds further as the light of divine grace infuses every fiber of your being, transforming moments of despair into opportunities for renewed strength and clarity. There is a stirring within that grows stronger, a call that resonates deep within your soul and invites you to open your heart fully to the healing presence that surrounds you. In this sacred unfolding, each breath becomes a testament to the enduring promise that no matter how heavy the burden may seem, there is always a way to rise and shine with the brilliance of hope. You begin to feel the tender embrace of the Holy Spirit in every heartbeat, a quiet assurance that fills you with a deep, abiding peace. The gentle warmth that now spreads through you is like a soft, glowing ember igniting the fire of resilience inside. It is as if every shadow of fear is slowly retreating, replaced by an unyielding light that celebrates your courage and determination. The experience is both intimate and universal, a reminder that every soul carries within it the capacity for transformation and rebirth. In this moment, the call to action is clear. If you feel the stirring of hope and recognize the power of divine love, let your heart speak out. Share your word of faith in the comments below. A single word, a short phrase, or even a sentence that captures the promise of renewal you hold dear. Your word of faith is not only a personal affirmation, it is a beacon of light that can inspire others, weaving a tapestry of hope that unites us all. When you share, you become part of a collective voice declaring that no darkness is too deep for the radiant power of the Holy Spirit. As you continue to journey inward, the layers of past hurt and despair begin to peel away, revealing a vibrant core of strength and potential. The struggles that once seemed insurmountable now serve as stepping stones toward a richer, more profound understanding of life's purpose. There is an elegance in the way that every trial, every tear, and every whispered prayer contributes to the masterpiece that is your life. The Holy Spirit works subtly yet powerfully, turning moments of weakness into opportunities for grace and every setback into a lesson in resilience. Within you, the presence of the Holy Spirit inspires a sense of wonder and gratitude. It calls you to embrace your unique journey with open arms, recognizing that every experience, joyful or painful, has the potential to mold you into the person you were always meant to be. The beauty of this divine interaction is that it does not demand perfection. Instead, it offers unconditional love and a gentle push towards self-forgiveness and acceptance. As you acknowledge the weight of your past, you also come to understand that the promise of a brighter future is already within your reach, waiting to be claimed with faith and determination. In this transformative space, the silence that once echoed with loneliness is now filled with the harmonious melody of divine encouragement. The Holy Spirit speaks to you through the rustle of the wind, the warmth of the sun, and the soft whispers of your inner voice, all converging to remind you that you are never alone. This ever-present guide offers you a refuge, a safe haven where your soul can rest and rejuvenate. It is here that the true essence of healing begins, not by erasing the scars of yesterday, but by celebrating them as symbols of the strength that has carried you through. Every scar is a testament to your journey, a mark of survival that tells a story of hope and redemption. Your inner landscape is now illuminated by the wisdom that the Holy Spirit imparts. With every thought and every breath, you are invited to embrace the truth that you are a beloved child of divine grace, endowed with the power to transform even the darkest chapters of your life into stories of triumph. In this sacred exchange, you are encouraged to let go of the burden of perfection and instead allow the gentle, persistent work of love to guide you. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a courageous act of faith, a declaration that you are moving steadily toward a life filled with light, joy, and infinite possibility. If this message stirs your heart and ignites a spark of hope, I urge you to take a moment and share your own word of faith in the comments. Let that word be a token of the promise that resonates within you, a promise that the journey to healing is not only possible, but is already underway. Your shared faith has the power to uplift and encourage others who are navigating their own paths through darkness, creating a ripple effect of divine love and transformation. Embracing this sacred truth, you feel the power of divine intervention saturate every aspect of your existence. The once overwhelming waves of despair now yield to a calm, steady current of hope that carries you forward. The Holy Spirit, ever gentle and unwavering, continues to guide you through each moment with a tender assurance that every day holds the potential for a new beginning. The trials of the past are gracefully transformed into a legacy of strength and resilience, affirming that the divine spark within you is unbreakable. In the soft glow of this newfound awareness, you sense a renewed purpose taking root. It is a purpose that transcends the limitations of pain and reaches into the realm of infinite possibilities. The journey is a continuous dance of surrender and empowerment, where every whisper of doubt is met with the resounding echo of divine truth. You are invited to embrace each moment as a sacred step toward a future where the brilliance of the Holy Spirit illuminates your path, and where the power of faith transforms every shadow into a radiant testimony of victory. In the heart of transformation, there is a sacred space where the echoes of your past begin to dissolve into the warmth of divine acceptance. Here, the burdens that once weighed heavily on your soul gradually soften, replaced by a profound sense of inner peace and assurance that transcends every doubt. The Holy Spirit, ever present and tender, carries you gently through the valleys of despair and into the light of renewal. In this space, you discover that the process of healing is not a swift or effortless journey, but a gradual unveiling of the resilience and strength that have always been part of you. Every moment of pain, every tear shed in silence, is honored as a vital part of your story, a story that is continuously being rewritten with the ink of divine love and grace. As you allow yourself to be embraced by this transformative power, you begin to see that the struggles you once believed defined you are now simply chapters in a larger narrative of hope. The scars left by past wounds are no longer symbols of defeat, but marks of survival, each one a reminder of the battles fought and the victories won with the help of an unfailing, compassionate guide. In this process of gradual renewal, your inner world becomes a canvas on which the Holy Spirit paints new visions of possibility. The colors of despair that once dominated fade into hues of strength, joy, and a deep, abiding peace. With each step forward, you witness small yet significant changes, a smile that comes more easily in the morning, a heart that feels lighter even amidst life storms, and a spirit that dares to hope again. The journey is marked by these tender moments of awakening, where the quiet presence of divine love gently persuades you to believe in your own capacity for transformation. You begin to understand that healing is not about erasing the past, but about reconciling with it, transforming the pain into wisdom and compassion. This inner alchemy is the work of the Holy Spirit, who invites you to release the grip of old narratives and embrace a new perspective. It is a journey of surrender, where you allow the burdens of guilt, regret, and sorrow to fall away, replaced by the liberating truth that you are worthy of joy and love. Every moment of surrender is an act of courage, a step taken in faith that the darkness you once feared is being replaced by a light that is infinitely more radiant. The process of transformation is also a journey into the depths of your own heart, where you rediscover the treasures of self-compassion and forgiveness. In the stillness of your innermost being, you learn to see yourself through the eyes of the divine, a perspective that reveals your true value and inherent goodness. This self-recognition is not born out of vanity, but emerges from a profound understanding that you are an essential part of a greater tapestry, woven with love, purpose, and endless potential. As you come to this realization, The internal barriers that once kept you trapped in cycles of despair begin to crumble, replaced by an unwavering confidence in the promise of a new dawn. As the Holy Spirit continues to guide you, there is a growing awareness of the interconnectedness of your journey with the lives of others. The transformation that begins in the solitude of your heart gradually extends outward, touching those around you in ways both subtle and profound. Your personal healing becomes a source of inspiration, a silent testimony to the power of divine intervention that radiates beyond your own experience. In sharing your journey, you invite others to embark on their own paths toward renewal, creating a ripple effect of hope that transcends individual pain. This collective awakening is a powerful reminder that no one is ever truly alone. The same divine strength that nurtures your own spirit is available to every heart in need. Throughout this process, there are moments when the weight of the past resurfaces, testing the resolve you have built with time and faith. Yet, even in these moments of vulnerability, you find that the Holy Spirit is ever present, offering a gentle reassurance that every setback is but a stepping stone on the path to healing. It is in these challenging times that you learn the true depth of resilience, a resilience that is not forged in the absence of pain, but rather in the ability to rise, time and again, from the ashes of despair. The journey is not defined by a single victory over darkness, but by a continuous, courageous pursuit of light, fueled by a deep conviction that every soul is destined for redemption. As you stand at this juncture, the realization dawns that your transformation is a dynamic and ongoing process, one that invites you to remain open to the whispers of hope that gently stir your spirit each day. The path forward may seem uncertain at times, yet with every step taken in faith, you contribute to a larger narrative of divine restoration and renewal. The Holy Spirit, with its ever-present guidance, transforms every trial into an opportunity for growth, every tear into a testament of survival, and every moment of despair into a beacon of hope. In the quiet aftermath of each challenge, you find a renewed sense of purpose, a calling to live a life that not only embraces personal healing, but also extends a hand of compassion to others who are still lost in the darkness. This journey is a shared one, woven together by the common threads of faith, hope, and the unyielding promise of divine love. As you continue to walk this path, you are constantly reminded that the transformative power of the Holy Spirit is not limited by time or circumstance. It is an eternal force that renews and restores, no matter how deep the wound or how long the night. Your journey of healing is a testament to the infinite capacity of the human spirit to rise above adversity. With each new day, you awaken to the possibility of renewal, a reality where the shadows of depression are replaced by the luminous promise of a future filled with light, love, and endless hope. The transformation that unfolds within you is a sacred symphony of grace, a harmonious blend of courage and surrender that creates a powerful narrative of redemption. And as you stand on the threshold of this new beginning, the Holy Spirit continues to guide you, whispering words of assurance that every step you take is a step toward a life resplendent with divine promise. As the journey of healing deepens, a new awareness unfolds within you, a vivid recognition that every moment, every experience, whether marked by pain or joy, is a deliberate stroke in the masterpiece of your life. The Holy Spirit continues to work in quiet, profound ways, transforming ordinary experiences into divine encounters. Amid the ebb and flow of your daily existence, you begin to notice the subtle interplay of light and shadow, each serving a purpose in guiding you toward a fuller understanding of who you are meant to be. The struggle with depression, once an overwhelming shroud, gradually gives way to a clarity that invites you to see your life through a lens of purpose and potential. In the midst of life's turbulence, there are moments when the weight of sorrow still lingers, reminding you of past storms. Yet, even in these moments, the Holy Spirit is there, an unyielding presence that gently reassures you with whispers of hope. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, the horizon stretching infinitely before you, and feeling the soft caress of a breeze that carries with it the promise of new beginnings. This is the essence of divine comfort, a consistent reminder that no matter how deep the darkness, the light of truth and grace is always within reach. Every struggle you face is an opportunity to lean into that light, to trust in a power that is greater than any temporary setback. As you continue along this transformative path, the process of healing becomes intertwined with the simple yet profound practices of daily life. There is a sacred rhythm to your mornings, a time when the first light of day gently coaxes you out of slumber and into a state of reflection and prayer. In those quiet hours, the world is still, and the presence of the Holy Spirit feels tangible, a comforting reminder that you are not alone as you begin your day. This is a time to set your intentions, to speak words of affirmation and gratitude that fortify your spirit against the challenges ahead. It is here that you may silently or aloud declare a word of faith, a word that encapsulates the essence of hope and renewal. If this resonates with you, I invite you to share that word in the comments below, so that it may serve as a beacon of encouragement for others who are walking a similar path. Throughout the day, the Holy Spirit continues to guide your steps in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. Perhaps it is a gentle nudge of inspiration that comes as you navigate a difficult conversation, or a moment of unexpected clarity when you are faced with a decision that once seemed insurmountable. These instances, though fleeting, are significant. They are the very moments when the divine touches your life, reaffirming your strength and resilience. Over time, you begin to recognize a pattern. The challenges you once faced with trepidation now become opportunities for growth, each one a stepping stone that elevates your spirit toward a deeper connection with the divine. Even when the journey appears arduous, with moments of doubt and lingering shadows of fear, there is a constant undercurrent of grace that sustains you. The Holy Spirit, like a steadfast companion, walks beside you through every trial, every triumph, and every quiet moment of reflection. This divine presence is not merely a distant promise. It is a living, breathing reality that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. As you cultivate a deeper awareness of this truth, you learn to see your daily struggles as integral parts of a larger, beautiful narrative. A narrative where every hardship is met with the promise of healing, every tear is transformed into a drop of grace, and every moment of despair is gently cradled by the hope of a brighter tomorrow. The path of healing is not a straight line, but a rich tapestry woven with threads of vulnerability, courage, and faith. There are days when the scars of past wounds seem to resurface, and in those moments, you are reminded that healing is a dynamic process, one that unfolds gradually with each breath, each prayer, each step taken in faith. It is in these moments of renewed vulnerability that you find the courage to surrender your burdens once more, trusting that the divine will carry you through even the most turbulent times. The Holy Spirit invites you to release the heavy load of self-doubt and to embrace the liberating truth that you are inherently worthy of love and redemption. This act of surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful affirmation of your belief in the possibility of transformation. In the midst of these revelations, there comes a time when you recognize that the healing journey is not solely an internal experience. It also creates ripples that extend to those around you. The strength and resilience that you nurture within yourself become a living testament to the transformative power of the Holy Spirit. Your personal breakthroughs, Your moments of triumph over despair serve as silent invitations to others who are still searching for a way out of the darkness. When you share your journey, whether through a kind word, a supportive gesture, or an open-hearted conversation, you contribute to a collective tapestry of hope that binds us together in a shared commitment to healing. This communal aspect of the journey is a reminder that, while the path may sometimes feel solitary, the collective presence of divine love and support is ever present, ready to uplift and inspire. As you navigate the complexities of your daily life, you begin to see that the challenges you face are also opportunities to deepen your faith. Each encounter, each moment of uncertainty, is a gentle invitation to trust more fully in the guidance of the Holy Spirit. The process of healing becomes a continuous dialogue, a conversation between your heart and the divine, where every whispered prayer is met with a compassionate response. Over time, this dialogue transforms into a deep, abiding trust, a faith that is resilient in the face of adversity, and unshakable in its conviction that every storm will eventually yield to a peaceful, radiant dawn. In the midst of this ongoing journey, the Holy Spirit's presence is a constant reminder that you are never truly alone. Every step you take is supported by a force that is both gentle and mighty, a force that lifts you from the depths of despair and carries you toward a horizon filled with endless possibilities. The light of divine truth dispels the shadows of doubt, illuminating your path with a clarity that is both profound and enduring. And in this luminous space, you discover that healing is not an endpoint, but an ever-evolving process, a journey marked by small victories, transformative insights, and a deepening connection to the eternal promise of love and grace. The transformation deepens as you find yourself enveloped in a space where every heartbeat and every thought resonates with the truth of divine love. In the midst of life's ever-changing tapestry, you begin to sense a profound shift, a subtle yet unmistakable stirring that affirms you are not defined by past sorrows, but by the eternal promise of hope that the Holy Spirit bestows upon you. Every challenge that once seemed insurmountable now appears as a brushstroke in a grand masterpiece, a testament to the resilience that grows from within. The struggles that have marked your journey become a fertile ground for renewal, where every setback invites you to rise with a new understanding of your inherent strength and worth. As you embrace this unfolding transformation, the gentle whisper of the divine weaves its way into your everyday moments, offering reassurance and clarity in places where doubt once reigned. In the radiant glow of a new dawn, the memories of dark nights recede, replaced by an unwavering sense of peace that permeates every aspect of your life. The Holy Spirit, ever present and nurturing, guides you with a love that is as constant as it is profound. This love transforms not only your inner world, but also your interactions with those around you, turning even the simplest exchange into an opportunity to witness the beauty of divine intervention. There is a sacred rhythm that pulses through your days, a rhythm that speaks of grace in action and the gentle unfolding of healing. Each moment becomes a sacred dialogue between your heart and the divine, a conversation where the Holy Spirit listens intently to your unspoken fears and rejoices in your quiet triumphs. The weight of the past gradually loosens its grip, allowing you to step forward with a clarity that was once obscured by the shadows of despair. In this newfound clarity, you perceive that every experience, whether steeped in sorrow or joy, is part of a larger plan, a plan that is crafted with infinite wisdom and boundless compassion. The process of healing is both delicate and powerful, inviting you to surrender fully to the unfolding mystery of your life. There is a remarkable beauty in the way the divine works through even the most ordinary moments, turning a fleeting smile or a shared glance into a sign of the Holy Spirit's enduring presence. In this space, The burden of old wounds is replaced by the lightness of being, an inner freedom that comes from knowing that you are cherished beyond measure. With every breath, you feel that liberating force lifting you higher, carrying you away from the pain of yesterday and into the promise of tomorrow. In the quiet expanses of your heart, there is a persistent invitation to reflect on the ways in which you have grown and to honor the journey that has led you to this moment. The challenges, once seen as insurmountable obstacles, now reveal themselves as necessary steps toward a fuller, richer life. The scars that tell the story of past trials are no longer symbols of defeat. They are emblems of your triumph, markers of a journey where every hardship has been met with the enduring love of the divine. It is this perspective that transforms the narrative of your life from one of despair to one of victory. A victory not measured by the absence of pain, but by the courage to rise above it time and again. In the midst of this ongoing transformation, the beauty of divine orchestration becomes apparent in the seemingly small, everyday moments that punctuate your life. The laughter shared with a friend, the gentle caress of a loved one's hand, the quiet solace found in a moment of prayer. Each of these instances is a reminder that the Holy Spirit is intimately present, weaving threads of hope and renewal into the fabric of your existence. The realization that you are not alone in your struggles brings with it a deep sense of community and interconnectedness, a recognition that every soul in its own journey is sustained by the same wellspring of divine grace. Even when you encounter moments that test your resolve, there is an inner reservoir of strength that continues to grow, nurtured by the constant, loving presence of the Holy Spirit. It is in these moments of vulnerability that you truly grasp the transformative power of surrender, a surrender not of defeat, but of profound trust in the divine plan. With each act of letting go, you invite a deeper healing into your life, one that renews your spirit and reaffirms your belief that every challenge is a precursor to a greater blessing. This unfolding narrative of hope and renewal is a living testimony to the transformative power of faith. The Holy Spirit, with its gentle yet unyielding influence, continues to guide you through every twist and turn of your journey. It transforms your tears into a wellspring of strength and turns moments of uncertainty into stepping stones toward a future filled with promise. The divine assurance that sustains you is not a distant hope, but a tangible presence, one that whispers to your heart, urging you to keep moving forward with unwavering determination. In this sacred moment, you are invited to witness the profound truth that every experience, every trial, is part of a beautiful mosaic that is uniquely yours. The journey of healing is ongoing, a continuous interplay of surrender and triumph, where every day brings with it the potential for a new beginning. As you stand on the threshold of each new dawn, you feel the promise of the Holy Spirit resonating within you, a promise that no matter the depth of the darkness, there is an eternal light that will always guide you home. In the unfolding tapestry of your life, each moment of vulnerability becomes a sacred doorway to a deeper understanding of the divine. The process of transformation now reveals itself as a quiet, persistent metamorphosis, a journey where every breath and every heartbeat is a testament to the power that lies within you. The gentle pull of divine love continues to guide your steps, ushering you toward experiences that nurture your spirit and redefine what it means to live in light and hope. With the dark remnants of despair slowly receding, you find that your inner world is being reshaped by the tender, persistent influence of the Holy Spirit, whose presence is both subtle and unmistakably profound. The landscape of your heart transforms gradually, as the heavy layers of past pain and sorrow give way to a vibrant mosaic of strength and renewal. In the quiet moments of introspection, you discover that the wounds of yesterday are not mere scars, but symbols of your survival and resilience. Each tear shed in solitude has been a silent prayer, each moment of overwhelming darkness, a stepping stone toward a brighter, more purposeful tomorrow. The divine presence that envelops you has a unique way of turning these trials into opportunities for growth, illuminating the path ahead with the soft glow of hope and promise. This ongoing journey of healing is not just about transcending your struggles. It is about rediscovering the true essence of your being. As you delve deeper into the sanctuary of your heart, you come to realize that every setback carries with it a lesson. Every moment of despair holds the seed of potential transformation. The Holy Spirit works in these moments with a quiet intensity, sowing the seeds of change that eventually blossom into a garden of inner peace and renewed strength. This process invites you to reframe your narrative, to see that your identity is not confined to the pain of the past, but is elevated by the promise of a new beginning that is continuously unfolding. There is an exquisite beauty in recognizing that the journey toward healing is as significant as the destination itself. The challenges you have faced are now interwoven with the hope of tomorrow, creating a tapestry rich with the threads of grace and divine compassion. The gentle guidance of the Holy Spirit reassures you that every step you take, no matter how small, is imbued with purpose. With each deliberate act of faith, whether it is a quiet prayer, a moment of reflection, or the simple act of reaching out to another, you contribute to the unfolding of a larger, divine plan that transcends the limits of your individual experience. In this sacred process, you learn to embrace the fullness of your humanity, the imperfections, the struggles, and the triumphs alike, as integral parts of a journey toward wholeness. The Holy Spirit, in its unwavering presence, encourages you to accept the totality of your experience without judgment, inviting you to see each challenge as a profound opportunity for spiritual growth. The realization that you are constantly being nurtured by a force that is greater than yourself offers both comfort and the strength to continue moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain or steep. Every moment of introspection brings with it a gentle reminder that you are not alone. The divine energy that flows through you connects you to a community of souls who share similar struggles and victories, a tapestry of lives interlaced with the promise of hope. This awareness nurtures a sense of unity, reminding you that your journey is part of a collective human experience, bound together by the transformative power of love. The Holy Spirit's subtle, yet transformative presence reaches out through every shared smile, every empathetic gesture, and every quiet moment of connection, reinforcing the truth that the power of divine grace is ever present, ready to lift you out of despair. As you immerse yourself in this process of transformation, you begin to understand that true healing involves not only releasing the burdens of the past, but also embracing the lessons that have shaped you. Each challenge encountered along the way has contributed to the growth of your inner resilience, paving the way for a future where joy, purpose, and love reign supreme. The Holy Spirit gently teaches you that the darkness you once knew is not a permanent state, but a transient phase, one that is continuously replaced by the light of new insights and the warmth of unconditional love. This realization fills you with a profound sense of gratitude for the journey itself, for every hardship has ultimately led you to a place of deeper self-awareness and spiritual maturity. There is a divine rhythm in this transformation, a cadence that resonates with the very essence of your soul. With every heartbeat, the Spirit reinforces your capacity for renewal, whispering words of comfort that echo the promise of redemption and hope. The quiet, steady pace of this journey allows you to savor the small victories, the moments when a heavy burden is lifted, when a ray of light pierces through the shadows, and when your spirit soars with the realization that you are loved beyond measure. These moments of grace become the milestones of your transformation, markers along a path that is illuminated by divine promise. In the fullness of this sacred transformation, you come to see that your story is not defined by the struggles of the past, but is continually being rewritten by the hand of divine love. The Holy Spirit's influence is like an artist, meticulously and lovingly repainting the canvas of your life, filling it with vibrant colors of hope, courage, and unwavering faith. Each brushstroke represents a moment of clarity, a whisper of divine truth that reassures you that no matter how deep the sorrow, there is always a way forward, a way toward healing, renewal, and a future that is resplendent with light. Now, as you reflect on this profound journey of transformation and renewal, allow the soft echoes of divine hope to fill your heart. Know that every step, every challenge, and every moment of grace has prepared you for a life that transcends the pain of the past. The Holy Spirit remains with you, a constant companion in every season of your life, guiding you gently toward the promise of a new dawn where every day holds the potential for miraculous healing. The promise of a new dawn gradually unfolds, weaving together the threads of every heartfelt moment into a tapestry of divine restoration. In this sacred space, your inner world has transformed into a haven of peace and unwavering hope, a sanctuary where the trials of yesterday are gently surrendered to the promise of a radiant tomorrow. The journey has led you through valleys of despair and peaks of divine insight, and now you find yourself standing at the threshold of a deeper understanding of who you truly are. Every experience, every whisper of grace, has played its part in revealing the boundless capacity within you to heal and to shine. Your path has not been without its challenges. There were moments when the weight of sorrow seemed insurmountable, when each step forward felt like a battle against an invisible current of doubt and fear. Yet, with each struggle came a lesson, an invitation to let go of what no longer served you, and to trust in the gentle, persistent guidance of the Holy Spirit. The transformation you have experienced is not a sudden leap, but a gradual, deliberate awakening that honors every tear and every triumph. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of divine love. In the stillness of your heart, you now recognize that every shadow that once obscured your vision has been softly lifted by a light that is both constant and tender. The scars of the past, once seen as symbols of defeat, have been reinterpreted as emblems of survival and courage, a mosaic of memories that tell the story of your journey toward wholeness. Each mark on your soul is a reminder that you have weathered the storms of life and emerged with a deeper understanding of grace. This awareness brings with it a profound sense of gratitude for the process of healing, for it has taught you that even in the darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of hope waiting to be embraced. As you stand in this renewed state of being, there is a gentle assurance that your life is now guided by a purpose that transcends the pain of the past. The Holy Spirit has been a constant companion throughout this journey, a silent yet powerful presence that has lifted you from the depths of despair and set you on a path toward transformation. In the quiet moments of reflection, you feel the whisper of divine truth echoing through your soul, affirming that every hardship has paved the way for a rebirth, a renewal that is both personal and profound. This awakening is not just an internal shift, it is a transformation that ripples outward, touching every facet of your existence and inspiring those around you. In this transformative chapter of your life, you may find yourself reflecting on the interconnectedness of your experiences, the way in which every trial, every moment of vulnerability has woven itself into the fabric of your being. The journey is not simply about overcoming obstacles, but about embracing the full spectrum of life with all its complexities and contradictions. It is about accepting that pain and joy, sorrow and celebration, are inseparable elements of a rich and dynamic existence. With the gentle guidance of the Holy Spirit, you learn to honor each emotion as a stepping stone toward a more complete and authentic self. The process is akin to a delicate dance, a rhythmic interplay between surrender and empowerment, where every pause and every movement is imbued with the potential for divine revelation. The lessons of your past are now a source of strength, a foundation upon which you build a future filled with possibility. The doubts that once clouded your vision have gradually given way to a clarity of purpose, a deep-seated conviction that the power to heal lies within you, nurtured by the eternal promise of divine love. The Holy Spirit continues to illuminate your path, casting away the remnants of fear and doubt with a radiance that is both comforting and invigorating. In this light, every moment becomes an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to a life of hope, resilience, and continuous growth. As you move forward, you realize that the transformative process is ongoing, a beautiful, ever-evolving journey where each day brings new insights and fresh opportunities to embrace the fullness of your existence. The echoes of past struggles serve as reminders of how far you have come, and they inspire you to remain steadfast in your pursuit of healing. Every experience, whether joyous or challenging, is a cherished part of your story, a narrative that is being continuously rewritten by the steady, unwavering hand of divine grace. Your life, now a canvas of hope and resilience, is a living testimony to the miraculous power of faith and the indomitable spirit that resides within you. In this moment of reflection, the beauty of your journey shines brightly, revealing that no matter how winding the road may be, the promise of renewal is ever present. The transformative light of the Holy Spirit has not only lifted you out of the depths of depression, but has also ignited a passion to live a life rich with purpose and love. With each breath, you are reminded that the power to transform, to heal, and to inspire is not a distant dream. It is a reality that lives within you. The legacy of your journey is a beacon of hope for others, a vivid illustration of the truth that even the deepest wounds can be mended by the tender, ceaseless embrace of divine love. Every day, as you awaken to the new light of dawn, you carry with you the assurance that you are never alone. The guiding presence of the Holy Spirit is a constant source of comfort and strength, a reminder that every challenge you face is met with an equal measure of divine support. Your life is a harmonious blend of struggle and triumph, a symphony composed by the gentle yet powerful hands of grace. And as you continue on this path of healing, you are invited to hold fast to the promise that the journey is far from over, a journey that is marked by continuous growth, endless possibility, and the radiant hope that lights your way forward. In the luminous embrace of this renewed journey, the echoes of your past have gently faded, replaced by an ever-present promise of a future radiant with hope. The divine guidance you have experienced thus far continues to pave a path that is both courageous and tender, a path that invites you to trust in the healing process that unfolds with each passing moment. Every breath you take is a quiet celebration of the transformation that has begun to redefine your existence. The Holy Spirit's presence, steadfast and compassionate, weaves its way through the tapestry of your life, infusing every moment with a sense of purpose and grace that transcends the trials of yesterday. Now, as you navigate the delicate balance between memory and possibility, you begin to witness a subtle yet profound shift in your perspective. The burdens that once weighed heavily on your soul no longer hold dominion over your spirit. Instead, they serve as gentle reminders of how far you have come, each hardship a quiet testament to the resilience that dwells within you. The journey has taught you that healing is not a destination to be reached overnight, but a continuous process of surrender and renewal. It is in this process that you come to understand the transformative power of divine love, a power that does not merely soothe the scars of the past, but transforms them into emblems of strength and redemption. Within the quiet strength of your heart, there is a growing awareness of a profound truth. You are not defined by your darkest moments, but by the light that has always been present within you. The Holy Spirit's gentle whispers have nurtured this realization, guiding you to see that every challenge, every tear shed in solitude has contributed to a masterpiece of divine grace. Your life is now a living narrative of transformation, where each step taken in faith is a step toward a destiny filled with infinite promise. The divine light that once seemed distant now burns brightly, illuminating your path with unwavering clarity. This radiant journey is not one you walk alone. It is shared with a community of hearts, all touched by the same transformative power, a power that calls for mutual support, empathy, and a shared declaration of hope. In this spirit of unity, I encourage you to reflect on a single word of faith that has resonated deeply with you. Let that word be a symbol of the strength and hope you carry within, and share it in the comments below. Your expression of faith is a precious gift, a beacon of light that not only reaffirms your journey, but also inspires others to embrace their own path to healing. As the days unfold, the divine presence continues to work its wonders in the minutiae of your everyday life. The challenges that once filled you with trepidation now appear as gentle reminders of the Holy Spirit's nurturing influence. In the soft glow of a morning sunrise, in the quiet moments of prayer before sleep, you sense a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that whispers to your soul that the journey toward healing is both gentle and relentless. Every interaction, every moment of stillness, becomes an opportunity to reconnect with the divine, to reaffirm that you are cherished beyond measure, and that the promise of renewal is ever present. The process of transformation invites you to release the remnants of self-doubt and to fully embrace the possibility of a life reimagined through the lens of divine love. In letting go of what once anchored you in despair, you open the door to a liberation that is both profound and everlasting. The Holy Spirit's constant presence fills the spaces once occupied by fear, replacing them with an unyielding confidence in the promise of new beginnings. It is a call to trust in the mystery of transformation, to allow the divine to paint over the remnants of pain with strokes of vibrant hope and infinite grace. In the interplay of light and shadow, you discover that every moment of vulnerability is met with the promise of divine strength. The journey has taught you that true healing is found not in the absence of pain, but in the courage to confront it with faith and resilience. Each day, as you wake to the gentle assurance that you are held in a divine embrace, you are reminded that the scars of yesterday are transformed by the tender work of grace into symbols of your incredible endurance. This awakening is a testament to the transformative power of faith, a power that transcends the limitations of human frailty and opens the door to a life overflowing with hope. Now, standing at this sacred crossroads, you are invited to step boldly into the future that awaits. The narrative of your life is being rewritten with every heartbeat, every whispered prayer, and every act of surrender. The divine promise that has carried you this far continues to guide you toward a horizon where love, joy, and fulfillment abound. It is a future where the lingering shadows of depression are replaced by the luminous certainty that the Holy Spirit is forever by your side, transforming each moment of despair into an opportunity for renewed strength and boundless grace. In the stillness of an evening that feels like a gentle embrace, the journey of healing grows ever deeper. Your soul, having weathered countless storms, now finds itself on a path paved with quiet strength and unwavering hope. The remnants of past sorrows, once sharp and unyielding, now soften into memories that have guided you toward a profound understanding of divine grace. In this sacred space, every heartbeat and every whispered prayer forms a chorus of resilience, a living testament to the transformative power of faith. The challenges you have faced, each marked by moments of darkness and despair, now serve as cherished milestones on your path to renewal. They are not the end of your story, but the foundation upon which a vibrant tapestry of hope is woven. With each new day, the light of the Holy Spirit reveals subtle miracles hidden in the ordinary, a sunrise that paints the sky in hues of promise, the unexpected kindness of a stranger, or the gentle reassurance in a quiet moment of reflection. These gifts of grace remind you that healing is an ongoing, beautiful process, where every fragment of your past has contributed to the brilliance of your present. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world seems to hold its breath, you find a profound intimacy with the divine. It is in these moments of stillness that you rediscover the gentle rhythm of your heart, a rhythm that echoes with the assurance that you are never alone. The Holy Spirit, like a soft murmur of encouragement, speaks directly to the depths of your being, reaffirming your worth and the infinite potential that lies within. It is a reminder that every tear shed has been a stepping stone toward a greater capacity for love, a deeper reservoir of strength that you now carry as an indelible part of your identity. The journey before you is not defined by the scars you bear, but by the luminous resilience that they represent. Every trial has shaped your character, and every moment of vulnerability has paved the way for a richer, more authentic expression of who you truly are. As you continue to walk this sacred path, you come to see that the transformation occurring within is not merely a personal victory, but an offering to the world, a living example of how the human spirit, when nurtured by divine love, can transcend even the deepest wounds. This living testimony becomes a beacon, inspiring those around you to seek their own paths to healing and to embrace the promise of new beginnings. The transformative power of the Holy Spirit is evident in the steady unfolding of your days. With each sunrise, you are granted a fresh canvas, an opportunity to rewrite your story with strokes of hope, courage, and perseverance. The experiences of your past, woven with both joy and sorrow, now contribute to a narrative that speaks of redemption and eternal promise. Every setback has been met with an equal measure of divine strength, each challenge transforming into a lesson in resilience. It is this balance between surrender and empowerment that defines your journey, an ever-evolving dialogue between your heart and the infinite love that surrounds you. In the gentle unfolding of this day-to-day renewal, you learn to cherish the quiet moments of solitude as spaces for growth and reflection. The simple act of sitting in silence, letting your thoughts wander in the presence of the divine, becomes a ritual of healing. Here, in the serene pause between the chaos of life, you encounter the soft whisper of the Holy Spirit, a whisper that calls you to trust, to let go of the burdens that have long weighed you down, and to embrace the transformative power of divine grace. This intimate communion with the divine transforms your perspective, replacing the echoes of past pain with a chorus of hope that resonates in every aspect of your existence. As you move forward, each step becomes a deliberate act of faith, a choice to lean into the process of transformation despite the lingering shadows of doubt. The journey is filled with moments of quiet triumph, the realization that even the smallest act of kindness, the briefest flash of inspiration, or the simplest gesture of love can ignite profound change. These moments, though they may seem fleeting, accumulate over time to create an unbreakable foundation of hope that supports you through every challenge. They are the quiet affirmations that remind you that your path, though sometimes steep and winding, is illuminated by the steadfast light of divine love. There is also a beautiful reciprocity in this journey, a gentle exchange of energy that flows between you and those whose lives you touch. Your growth, your healing, becomes a source of encouragement for others. In sharing your experiences and the wisdom gained from your trials, you plant seeds of hope in the hearts of those still grappling with their own darkness. This collective journey of healing fosters a sense of unity and connectedness that transcends individual struggles. It is a shared affirmation that no one walks this path alone, and that the spirit of resilience binds us together in a community of faith and mutual support. Now, as you stand at the brink of this new horizon, the promise of tomorrow shines brightly ahead. The divine light that has guided you thus far continues to beckon, inviting you to step forward with courage and to embrace the myriad possibilities that await. Every word, every thought, every prayer has led you to this moment of profound clarity and grace. Your life, with all its intricate layers of experience, is a vibrant testament to the power of the Holy Spirit, a power that lifts you from the depths of despair and carries you into a future resplendent with hope and endless promise. In the gentle unfolding of a day bathed in the soft glow of hope, you sense a culmination of every lesson, every whisper of grace that has carried you through the winding path of transformation. The echoes of past struggles merge seamlessly with the promise of a renewed future, creating a harmonious blend of resilience and divine love. Here, in the quiet intimacy of your heart, you find that every moment of pain has been lovingly reimagined as a stepping stone toward a life defined by purpose and unwavering faith. The journey has been long and at times arduous, yet each step has reinforced the truth that your strength is born from a deeper source, a source that infuses your soul with the light of eternal hope. As you pause in this sacred moment, the gentle presence of the Holy Spirit continues to guide you, its tender murmur assuring you that the trials of yesterday are but the raw material for the miracles of tomorrow. In the stillness of this newfound clarity, you recognize that every tear, every whispered prayer, has contributed to a symphony of healing that resonates not only within you, but also in the hearts of those who share in your journey. Your transformation is both a personal triumph and a beacon for others, a living testimony to the inexhaustible power of divine grace that lifts you out of despair and propels you toward a future resplendent with promise. This intimate communion with the divine reinforces the belief that each day is a precious opportunity to embrace renewal, to let go of the weights that have held you back, and to step boldly into the light of a new beginning. The narrative of your life, woven with threads of struggle and triumph, now sings with the vibrant chords of redemption and hope. Every experience, whether marked by sorrow or joy, is now part of a grand tapestry that reflects the profound truth of your divine purpose. At this pivotal moment, you are invited to pause and reflect on a single word of faith, a word that encapsulates the luminous hope that has carried you this far. Let that word be a quiet declaration of your inner strength, a symbol of the transformative power that lies within you. If your heart feels stirred by this message, share that word in the comments below so that others may find inspiration in your journey and be reminded that they, too, are capable of rising above the darkest moments. The divine light that has illuminated your path now stands as a testament to the enduring promise of healing, a promise that continues to unfold with every breath, every heartbeat, and every step you take in faith. As you prepare to embrace the final chapter of this sacred journey, let the radiant assurance of divine love guide you forward, reminding you that you are never alone on this path of transformation. In this final embrace of a journey transformed by the power of divine love, the tapestry of your life now glows with the promise of endless renewal. Every moment, once marred by despair, has been gently rewritten with the tender strokes of hope, faith, and divine intervention. The Holy Spirit, ever present in its quiet strength, has lifted you from the depths of loneliness and sorrow, guiding you to a place where the light of eternal love shines brightly on every step you take. Now, as you stand on the threshold of a future imbued with purpose and joy, you can look back with gratitude at the lessons learned and the scars that have become badges of honor. They are not symbols of defeat, but rather emblems of the resilience and transformation that have shaped you into a beacon of hope for others. Your life is a living testimony to the fact that no matter how heavy the burden, divine grace is always available to lift you out of darkness and carry you into the brilliance of a new dawn. Embrace this moment with a full heart, for you are now a part of a larger, interwoven tapestry of souls, all moving toward healing and renewal. Every whisper of your story, every shared word of faith, becomes a source of inspiration that ripples outwards, touching lives and kindling hope in those still searching for light. As you continue to move forward, let the quiet assurance of divine love be your constant companion, reminding you that the journey of healing is ongoing, ever-evolving, and filled with limitless possibilities. Remember that the power to transform your life rests within you, nurtured and sustained by a love that never falters. Hold fast to that singular word of faith that resonates in your heart, a word that encapsulates your strength, your hope, and your unwavering belief in the promise of renewal. Share that word if you feel moved, so that it may serve as a guiding light to those who need it most. Your journey, your story, and your light are powerful gifts that can inspire and uplift countless others. Now, as you step boldly into the future, let the unyielding power of the Holy Spirit continue to infuse every moment with grace, courage, and profound joy. The transformation you have experienced is not an end but a beginning, a radiant continuation of a life where hope overcomes despair, and every challenge gives way to the luminous beauty of divine promise. Thank you for joining this sacred journey. May the light of the Holy Spirit guide you always, and may your life forever be a testament to the miraculous power of faith and renewal.